Welcome to JKTV Health Series with Dr. Kilaru, MD, MS, FACEP, ABEM. He is highly qualified and he is going to talk to us. Also, he is a consultant, medically complex cases, not ordinary classes. Ordinary any doctor can treat, but he treats medically complicated, complex cases. He can cure that kind of issues and immune dysfunctions, autoimmunity, and also is specialized in longevity and age reversal and epigenetics and nutrigenomics. These are the new subjects, A lot of people, even regular practitioner may not be aware of it, but is specialized in those special categories. We are fortunate to have him. This is the second series. First we already had last week, you saw on JKTV. If you didn't see it, again go and watch Dr. Kilaru's health talk on JKTV. And this time he is going to cover in the series 2, you and your health. He's always covering you and your health. That means he is going to address your health issue and also tell you what to do to have a longevity of your life and age reversal issues. Lot of subjects we will be covering. It's quite useful to pay attention and listen to his series of talks. Topics today is health versus disease, and also health and longevity, disease of aging, and also human microbiome. And preview of series 3 will explain later on, and he will tell you what is the next subject he is going to cover. Doctor will be talking to you in few seconds. I'll let him say what he has to cover today. And welcome, Dr. Kilaru Garu. You please tell us, audience, share with them your medical advice today for them, so that they can have a good life and live long life.
Okay, thank you, Krishnarao Garu, for your kind introduction. This is You and Your Health series through JK Video Entertainment. We have done one episode so far, and this is the second episode. For people who have missed the first episode, I will just tell you briefly what we did in the first episode. Basically, it was an introduction to me and my specialty, my experience as a traditional doctor and functional medicine doctor. We also went over the differences in training and practice of traditional medicine and the functional medicine doctors. And we also informed at the time I basically retired from emergency medicine practice only, but practicing functional medicine. So this is You and Your Health is a functional medical series. You will have a lot of interest as you go through this over the next few weeks or few months over this, and don't miss it. So today in episode number 2, we're going to teach you or talk to you about you and your health. It sounds very simple, you and your health, and it is not as simple as we think. First, let me explain the word you. You means it is just you. If it is Krishna Rao, it's Krishna Rao. It's not somebody else. It's me, it is me. You means genetically it is you. Even though all human beings share 99% of their genomic structure, that 1% difference makes you as a different person. So when we talk about you means genomically you are either Krishna Rao or Dr. Hanumath Rao or somebody else, which means that 1% difference in the genomic structure makes a lot of variation what kind of diseases or health defects or illnesses that you will have. And what works for the 99% of patients or people may not work for you because you are that 1% different. So you means you, we consider this you as a human being with your own genomic structure. Our entire evaluation, which we'll go over in the future series, will depend upon the foundation of your genomic structure. The second thing is, you means, I asked this particular question to some of my family members and other people, who are you? And everybody says, oh, yeah, I'm Krishna Rao, I'm Hanumath Rao. So if I didn't name you as Krishna Rao, wouldn't you be Krishna Rao? Yeah, probably not. So you are not really Krishna Rao. You are, if you are right if you say I am a human being.
Correct. Yes.
That is correct. We are human beings individually possessing these genes. However, it is not true. If you say you are a human being, it is not true. Isn't that surprising? We are not human. And the problem with that you means you, I'm going to add not only your genetic structure, I'm going to add your microbiome to your genetic structure. When I say you means your genetic structure and your microbiome. So I will say a few words about, because we go very details into this microbiome. So we all have human beings, as human beings, we have about 22,000 genes. And
Wow.
we have about 10 trillion human cells in our body.
10 trillion.
10 trillion human cells. They act every second of the day. However, the most interesting thing that came out in research in the last 15 to 20 years, and even now, some of the physicians do not have perception of this, is we have 100 trillion bacteria living in us.
My
So
God.
see this again, you have 10 trillion human cells and 100 trillion bacterial cells. That bacteria variety consists about 2,000 types of bacteria that we have every second of our life. So we are, or you are, human and microbiome. So you means your genetic structure and your microbial structure. That is you. Because this is unique to you, the evaluation and treatment, as we talk about in future for any conditions, will be for you, not for somebody else. The microbiome, when you have 100 trillion cells in your body, they mostly are in your intestines, in your nose, in your mouth, in your skin. And these have at least 300,000 gene varieties. Just like I mentioned, we have 22,000 varieties of genes, but our bacteria that we have 300,000 genes. Let us see how complicated this human microbiome and human being is. When we are talking about human microbiome, why do we really have to worry about it? We always heard from our parents, families, you need to eat good food to be healthy. Everybody knows it. Okay. Is that good food is good for everybody? No. And we will tell you why not. But you are not just eating good food for yourself. You need to eat good food for your 100 trillion bacteria. They have their needs in the diet. So when we concentrate on healthy diet for you, it depends upon your genetic structure and your microbiomal structure. That's how the treatment is going to be based
So
on.
in other words, doctor, it is each individual need is different from one to other.
Exactly.
Am I saying right?
It's exactly.
Because you have to just like cater to the body need in bacterial way. As you explained, that every individual, what diet is fits for me, it may not fit for you.
That is correct.
సో
Right.
ఇది వ్యక్తిగతంగా అండి, అంటే మీ మనిషికి తేడా ఉంటుంది.
వ్యక్తిగతమైన ట్రీట్మెంట్ అనొచ్చు.
వి కెనాట్ కంపేర్, కామనైజ్ చేయలేము మనం.
రైట్.
అది చాలా పొరపాటు చేస్తారు మన వాళ్ళు. ఏదో ఇదే ఈ ఫుడ్ మంచిది అనేటప్పటికి అందరికీ మంచిది అనుకుంటారు. కాదు, డాక్టర్ గారు చెప్పింది అది. ఓకే అండి, ప్లీజ్ గో హెడ్.
That's I was about to say that when something comes out in the news, lay public or press or in the book say something is good, probably that is good for 80 to 90% of the people, but it may not be good to you, the you that we are talking about here, your genetic structure and your microbiome. So individualized precision medicine is coming into picture, solving some of the health issues in future, which we'll be talking about over the next few weeks or few months. The microbiome, which has about 2,000 varieties of bacteria, and I'll go over very detailed about this later on, but initially you need to know why it is so important to feed the bacteria that you have in your intestines. How is it important? The bacteria helps to digest your fat. The bacteria helps to digest your cholesterol. The bacteria helps to make good fatty acids. The bacteria helps to produce melatonin, which will help you to sleep in the night. Most of the brain hormones we thought until actually 5 years ago, which one of that includes serotonin, which is a brain hormone, which is what's called a happy hormone. And we all thought, the brain produces, if you don't have it, we don't have enough, we get depressed, we get that hormone. However, now we know 80% of that hormone is produced by your bacteria. Imagine if your bacteria is not healthy, like your body not healthy, imagine what happens to you combining your structure and your microbial structure. We'll go over very detailed about how we analyze and how we find what bacteria you need, what they do individually, species wise, and like that. But for now, what you have to know today is, whenever we talk to you, your health series, you and your health, remember, you means your genetic structure and your microbiome. And the next word in this series is the health, you and your health. We'll talk about what does that mean, health means.
ఆసక్తికరమైన వీడియోల కోసం జేకే టీవీని మీరు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి, మీ మిత్రులతో షేర్ చేసుకోండి, మా జేకే టీవీని ప్రోత్సహించండి. ధన్యవాదాలు.